Listen, I didn't think to open the game until like a minute ago or less, so it's loading. I see that YouTube has decided we're gonna be orange today. Let me unmute this so I can hear myself, just in case. Whew. I just finished eating my dinner. Yeah, adjust the volume on this. It's not too loud. Get into the game. I hope you guys can't see it. That's interesting. Oh, it's because we were playing on the Angler last. Hunter. Oh boy. Oh, I gotta turn my mic down. That was real loud. How about that? Everything sound okay? Everything look okay? We're not super, super loud. We're not super, super quiet. Okay. Think we're good? Thanks. Thanks. I'm, yeah, super good at my job. Oh. We had Wendy's for dinner. I got Wendy's nuggets. The fries that they gave me tasted like they were old and stale, so I didn't finish those. But I did try a double stack for the first time, and that was pretty good. I'd probably get it again. But I'm really glad that I got the nuggets, because my fries were not good. But oh my goodness, I probably spent like a good 3 or 4 hours on this game. On Sunday or Monday, just trying to do as much as I could with passing time. I finally, hold on, zooming out very slowly, finally made it down to the private land area and started to explore that a little bit. But we've got to keep an eye on 3 spots. So this bison zone is our albino. This moose zone is one of our melanistics, and I found another melanistic moose who's in this zone. So he drinks here at the lake sometimes, and he usually drinks up here in the stream. So I didn't know he existed until I saw him feeding like up here after I had spooked him going to that parking lot. So yeah, we have 2 melanistic moose and an albino bison. I've been playing from like 10 a.m. to about 1 p.m. and then I like reset the time to the next day so that way I can kind of push this along a little bit faster than otherwise it would be happening. I'm really glad that this map has like some degree of topographical like adjustments and elevation and is visible. So I think I'm gonna be... Maybe we'll hit up some of these other spots. Let's see. Where's your zone? Hold on. We have 1 zone here. I only have 1 zone for them. I don't really want to be up here with the mountain goats. Maybe we'll do the marshy swamp area and just look out for like moose and bison and elk. So we'll start at this campsite and we'll travel northeast. I might have to call a jeep in order to get new ammo. So I haven't like done the reverting update or whatever it was to like switch back to before the ammo like stuff update changes happened. I think for this weapon, I think I switched what kind of ammo I had, but not for this one. I don't exactly remember what I did, but I know that I made some changes. And so far, I haven't had any issues with it. But how is everybody? Also, for the, like, brief moments that I do end up shooting something or whatever, I'm gonna try to remember to record it. Because I want to have some footage for the video this weekend of, like, all the stuff that we're harvesting in between. I'm glad that you're good. That is an uneven reindeer. And it's a 1-star mature. What are these guys? There's a 3-star mature. That's pretty good. Especially considering that this is not... I don't think this is technically their primary habitat. And if it is, then it's public land. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time on this map trying to get these animals to age up. And none of them have hit the adult stage yet. They're all still considered young, which is frustrating. But as soon as my bison hits adult, the moose, one of them at least, I think should also hit adult. Because they become adult from young at the same age. But if my melanistic moose that's close to the bison, if they appeared within the same cycle, then as soon as my bison hits mature, that will be the last year that my moose is alive. I hope that made sense. But the only, like, confusing thing that we're dealing with right now is I don't know how old the second melanistic moose is. Beyond, it's a young, but I know that it's a good one because the 1-star young mela moose looked better than the 1-star adult regular moose in the same zone. So I have high hopes for him having good genetics and maybe getting up to like a 3 or a 4-star. I don't want to shoot this guy. I really don't. I think I kind of want to just let him go. He's pretty handsome. I might just let them keep going. But I'm gonna try and get one of these reindeer out of here. This guy's the uneven one. He's going. Perfect. I definitely did not remember to hit record. That's okay. Look at him take off. As long as they're not running me over, we'll be fine. Also, if the game audio is too loud, just tell me. This is the only game that I have, like, no idea what I should be doing in order to make it not be aggressively loud for videos and streams. Let's see what we got. Straight into the lung. Yeah, look how uneven that was. 31%. Yeah, you needed to go, my friend. Let's keep working our way up through the water. I don't know what else is really gonna be here, but hopefully some stuff. I do still have like an hour to kill before I change time again. But every time I change time, until I find out that those animals have hit the adult stage, I'm going to be checking them every single time change. But after that, I'm just going to like start keeping a tally mark for how old they should be. There's a moose up there. 1-star adult. I haven't been up in this area at all, so I'm tempted to take him just for like a sample almost of the population to get an idea of what it's doing. But my goal is to really hit Way of the Hunter really, really hard this week, so that way I can have at least the moose be their maximum potential by this weekend's video. I will let the bison go if he's not, because the bison has to be so much older. Like, I took another note. Hold on, let me check the other one. So the moose, their max age is mature. The bison, the max age... No. The moose max mature age is 16. The bison max mature age is 25. So, 3 in-day cycles. Like, playing for like an hour-ish every day for 1 year. So... I'm really hoping that I can get the moose to be max potential by this weekend, because this is a video that I want to come out on Sunday, and then I can probably manage to wait long enough for the bison to be in the next Way of the Hunter video, since I do want to get into a cycle of doing classic Call of the Wild, Way of the Hunter, classic Call of the Wild, Way of the Hunter. Like, not including streams, because streams are completely different. It's kind of... Part of streams is whatever I'm in the mood for, and part of streams is whatever I need to do. So, like, today, I put it, you know, in the poll in Discord, like, are we gonna do the Angler's anniversary event today, or are we going to get on Way of the Hunter and help, you know, age stuff up? Which, only one person voted. Thanks, Otter, even though you're not here right now. But, I am really glad that he voted on this, so that way I could have a better chance of having things done. I can't decide if I have to sneeze or if I just need to blow my nose. It is the season of the allergies. Let's go find a bison to shoot. I'm gonna real quick, I use the camera to like periscope the area. So, looks like it's just those bison. Yeah, I think that's it. Like, those moose are definitely still up on the hillside, and I see 2 of them. Might just be the 2 in the herd, but the bison are out ahead. We'll go get them. I'd like to figure out what I need to do in order to get, like, the bigger range for the camera. I have a feeling that some of these are really young. I do kind of wonder. I might be able to get that one. Wrong weapon. Hold on. Okay. He's at like 320. Crouch. I didn't want him in the group yet. Don't come down here and charge me. Alright, let's walk over there and see what the blood looks like. That was my higher powered of the 2 weapons. I remember it's something I had to do in Transylvania. Ow. That's probably the only reason I even went on that map, is because I wanted the extra range. It's probably like, do all of the scenic things. There's Mountain Goat. Oh, hey! He looks decent. Is he a 2-star? 1-star. Really? Well, guess what? It's you. Gotcha. We'll head that way in a bit. Give that bison more time to go down, just in case he will go down. So at least, yeah, from here I can at least see the herd and have an idea of where they're at. I don't see the other bison in the way. I can't see the blood trail from here either. We'll see. We'll get over there in a little bit. This guy dropped in his tracks. Did I pass him already? No, that's him. This is how I lose animals, guys. I get distracted. I turn around and I look away. And then they just poof, disappear. Double lung. 39%. Dang, he looked actually decently even for being a 39% animal. I don't think any of this is really a drink zone. Not gonna run. I refuse to run and spook things, so we're just gonna have to creep or leap over there and walk. But yeah, assuming that my moose and bison that are close together are the exact same age, as soon as that bison hits mature, we have to shoot the moose. Absolutely have to. Let's see if we can't identify where the original blood splatter happened and find him. This is probably their feeding. Oh, no, it's not. Is this also the mountain goat? Nope, okay. Eating often. They were over by the trees. Is that the blood? See something. At 230, I don't think they're gonna react to me walking. Or at least I kind of hope not. Let's see. Animal survived. Son of a bitch. Now I don't know which one he was, beyond it was one of the adult males. Also, now that I'm closer, can I get prone and see him? Oof, too high. Like, you can tell which ones are male. That much is for sure. Get out and get clear. Come on. You can do it. Don't like when they face directly at me. I cannot get a heart shot like that. I've gotten one heart shot on a bison. One. That's it. And it was definitely not frontal. It was a broadside hit. But there's one male, two males. This one might be a male, or it might just be higher because of the hill, but that one's a male. Look at them all. If this one would move completely, I'll take a shot at that one. I'm like, what in the world? Okay. I swear for a second I thought I heard footsteps, and I'm like, oh, don't tell me I'm about to get stepped on. I also like to have a really, like, obnoxiously high-powered scope for this game. Like, this one's fine and dandy, but I kind of want one that's, like, obnoxious. There we go. Those goats make the weirdest noises. Hey, Milo. What's up? I guess I could remove that, huh? I'm not gonna need it. As long as these guys don't come over here and run me over, we'll probably be alright. You know what else I think makes like the weirdest noise ever? The female fallow deer in Classic. Those things I feel like make the weirdest noise. Let's see. Oh, all of my stuff re-rendered in there for a second. Hi. Let's start adult. You know, it's probably not a bad idea to just keep taking some of these out. You are a little weird looking. Oh, perfect. We'll go over there in a minute. Who hangs out over here? Just the moose? Pick this guy up. Can I check the blood without picking you up? No. It's double lung. Young male, 58%. Okay, so this is not the one that we shot the first time, which is like a little unfortunate. But it is what it is. Especially since you don't see all of the time like a previous wound. I feel like that'd be nicer. Not much meteorology is making me go insane. Yep. I would imagine stuff like that. Could do that every now and again. I think this game would also be like a really good candidate to have an e-collar system. E-collars, bait barrels for bears, all of that kind of stuff. I think I could very much get behind it. Look at me, finding more zones. Basically, I want Classic 2.0. That's effectively what I want. I want all of the things that we love about Classic, and I want them in Way of the Hunter. I want them in Call of the Wild. I just want Classic 2.0. That's it. 20%! My guy. Yeah, well, that's... I suppose that does kind of check out, huh? You're kind of cute, though, still. Alright. It is 1:14, so we're gonna go back to the lodge, change the time back to the beginning. 10-something a.m. 4 tropical depressions in the Atlantic, 2 in the Pacific, 1 category 4 in the Pacific. A lot of activity. Yes, it sure is. The day that Hurricane Beryl made landfall, that was the day that I flew down to Texas this summer. So that was super fun. Luckily, we were like pretty much completely out of the area of effect of it. Like, all that we really dealt with was some thunderstorms. But unfortunately, it did kind of ruin some stuff for the party that I was down there for. Oh, you know. Change ammo? No, I have this. Dead. We'll set it forward to 10:17 a.m. And we'll escape out of here. Go back outside. And walked our way down the river until we've checked on the bison and the moose. And then from there, we'll just keep fast traveling around, shooting stuff. Beryl was a nightmare to predict and see for us. Oi! Oh gosh, don't let me be stuck. let me out, let me out, let me out. There we go. Couple of moose. But my bison is like this curve in the river, and then like the mellow moose is at like that curve in the river. So we've got a bit to go. Every now and again, I'll either have a red fox or a reindeer zone up here. And then this moose herd is pretty much always right over there, around, like, just beyond the bridge. So there's usually stuff to see. Earliest Cat 5 in the Atlantic. Unpredictable path. All of the unusual things. Right. But yeah, Houston was without power for a while. I can't imagine the rural communities. But we were... Most of the trip, we were up in the DFW area, but a portion of the trip, like, the day after Beryl hit, we were down in San Antonio, so, like, all we really had was, like, the residual, like, thunderstorms that were just kind of swirling their way through. That's all that I really had to deal with. But this moose, does she just have no idea that I'm right here? I mean, they kind of know. Hey, my Sitka deer are here right now. They're early. And then, yep, you can see that white spot there. That's the albino bison. But my melanistic moose is like down here. We gotta travel for a little bit. And if he's not down here at his zone, he's down here at his zone. Which, I don't... You can see... You can see the thing, but, like, you also can't see it that well. What are you now? You're a 1-star adult. Which means that my other stuff might actually be adult now. See, look, there's another 3-star mature. Public land 3-star mature Sitka deer. So let's hope... Oh, it's reindeer. I had a 3-star mature reindeer. That's a 1-star adult one. I've seen 2 3-star mature reindeer. One of them is... Hold on, I'll figure it out in a second. One of them is up here by this campsite. The other one, I think, was further down this river. Oh, they heard me. They took off. Or they're trying to take off. Yep, there they go. And they spooked off my deer. Herds. Just in Jamaica, it was much worse. Herds. Yeah, I bet. Are you an adult yet, sir? No! God! Still a young. I hope this is his last year as a young. I don't... He's being ridiculous. But every now and again when I get... So once I get to, like, right where he's standing, sometimes there's a Roosevelt herd that I can hunt on the opposite shoreline. We'll have to see. But we're gonna go over and kind of intentionally spook him back towards that mountain. Because if he spooks across the water towards, like, this mountain, he'll spook the Roosevelt herd if they're there. And I would like to hunt something on my way down the water. Ugh, gotta untuck my feet. I'm sitting, like, half crisscross because of my little ottoman. But if I sit in one position too long, it starts to hurt. He looks alright. I think for the albino, since... So, albinism is not tied to higher genetics like melanism is. So, I'm just kind of hoping to get him to max maturity so that way I can have, like, as good of a bison as I possibly can. That reindeer needs to go. I do not even care that I can see the red fox right here. This guy needs to go. That is a bad reindeer. We'll just stick a tracking marker on it. keep heading this way down the water. Get an eye. What's going on? But yeah, usually there's... Oh, there's reindeer herd there today. Interesting. Well, caribou, I guess. I think I can see from here one really uneven one. And if I can tell from here, we got some issues. Yep. We're gonna wait and drop. I've had this black bear charge me before. This is the black bear that I shot in the video like last month that turned out to be like a 90%. Wonder how old he is. 1-star young black bear. I can't talk. Alright, let's go grab this reindeer and then keep moving down. We'll run now since everything in this direction has been spooked. Gonna need to go. They're calling back to NHC. Alright, Milo, you have a good one. Thanks for swinging by. Good to see you again. And we'll see if I can grab that and pick up. Ooh, heart shot. Look at that. I want to watch this. Cavity damage to the heart, but still. Look at that. Look at that. All the way into the stomach even. It's the 338 though on a reindeer. And you know, they're overview 48%. Yeah, you kind of needed to go, dude. Animal dropped instantly. Yes, it did. Okay. I have to go this way now. My tracking marker picked itself up. I'm gonna run. That's just... We're gonna run. That's a long way to walk. Maybe at the top of this little hill crest here, I'll be able to see if the melanistic moves. Is that the closer zone? It's hard to say. We're almost there. Hey, there they are. Okay, so there's my moose. He is now officially a 1-star adult, so he is officially at least one age cycle older than my bison. So, he is Mellow 1. 1-star adult. And this is day 1 of that. And that makes him 4 years old. Good to know. Alright, so we have this guy to go pick up, and then we're gonna go check the other melanistic moose, see how old he is, and then from there we're gonna hunt around for a little bit, waste some time before we move time forward again. Gotta check and make sure that bear ain't coming after me. But yeah, this is basically completely time consuming. The only thing that I've been doing for a while. Wasn't sure if I actually lined it up well. Alright. Oh, perfect. Double lung on the walk. 42%. He was a good one. Is that my moose that I'm hearing? Oh, they took off that way? It seems like they took off that way. That's fine. She scared me. Run! I don't know how many times I gotta hit shift. I want my character to run! That's the other female. That's my melon moose. I heard footsteps for a second. Right there. Yep, 1-star adult male. And then I think... Oh, hey, look, there's an elk. What can we do at this distance with an elk, huh? I'm gonna have to switch weapons. Okay. There you are. Let's see if we can get an idea of how far you are. 430. You look pretty spindly. If he puts his head up, I might be able to make a neck shot. I'm not gonna do the intestine. Look, I know the intestines would bring it down, but... this distance, the tracking job just does not feel worth it. I wonder, actually. Oh, he's way closer to this parking lot. We'll just fast travel there. I was losing it. Nope, they've just moved back into the tree line because I fast traveled. And of course, now where I was standing before, there are reindeer. Caribou. Whatever they're called. Yeah, they're like right there in the trees. Now that we're closer, I could actually go prone and call them if I wanted to. There's a cow. I'm pretty sure I have the call, though. That's the rattle bag. Moose. Elk? Yeah. I don't use the callers too often in here anymore. Let's sit tight and call them in. See what responds to a low fitness. I do appreciate that they went through the effort of making sure that, like, overcalling was actually a thing in this game. And, like, undercalling for effectiveness was also a thing. But it does make me appreciate Classic more. With the fact that I can't overcall. But I can, like, lose an animal's attention if I don't call enough. And I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate it so much. It makes me want to play Classic after this, even though I will probably be staying in Way of the Hunter just to keep aging stuff up. Because we only have 30 minutes left before I gotta go. And if nothing has responded by this third call, I'm going to assume everything in here is at least 50%. Which would be really nice. But kind of unlikely. Nah. If something is responding, that means that something is below 50. So we're gonna have to keep calling until he comes out. Ugh. Need to stretch. I need to see a chiro. Get my neck and my back adjusted. Murr. I almost wish that they would add to the calling system where if you called in like the absolute middle, like teeny tiny little bit, that it would be more effective and they'd come in sooner. Or if you're like, let's say I'm using the low fitness call, right? And if I like call in the thicker white part where I'm supposed to, it's like a general low fitness call. But if I call in like that middle, like 10% little spot, it's like the really, really low fitness stuff, you know? I don't even want to check and see what this guy's age is. We're just gonna take him as is. Right in the front of the chest. Double tap. He ain't going nowhere. Nope, not tab. I do forget that tab in this game still brings up the map instead of letting me swap to, like, my hunter mate, which is not a thing, but you know. I'd like it to bring up my binoculars. Let it bring up my radio, my walkie-talkie, GPS. Something to that effect. Alright, what were you? Heart. Oh, we hit his heart on the first shot. Look at that. Look at that. We got heart the first shot and he still kept going. I didn't even need the second shot of double lung. 43%. Yeah, I guess. That is a little weaker. He looks so goofy from this angle. Hold on. They're so cute and goofy looking at the same time. Oh my goodness. I love them. Alright. That's like $500 right there. Oof. Alright, so I've been kind of keeping an eye on like private land high fitness area for Sitka deer. I had a couple like 3-star matures in here, but no 4 stars and no 5 stars yet. But if that one moose has made it to hello. There's a 1-star mature that could probably go. That's a decent looking elk. What are you? You're a 3-star mature. 2-star mature. 1-star mature. I think that 1-star mature needs to go because he's uneven and I can tell that he's uneven. Let me just get prone. We'll look kind of slow. See if I can re-identify him. That guy. That's him. Right out front. Love it. Slow down. Dude, put your head down and slow down. I hit you 3 times. That is a nice 3-star though up there. Quit running in front of him, dang it. There we go. Okay. But over here is where I've got my Sitka deer hanging out. And they're good. I should probably... Excuse me. And right there. Don't fall. This is the only problem I have with this place, is how long it takes me to run around all of this. Because, like, the Sitka deer that you're seeing that are, like, right here, that's this zone. And they were right over here the other day. It was so convenient and so nice. Give me a little, like, paddle boat or something so I could go around the lake faster. That's what I want. I haven't even, like, checked the other shoreline. I've just done this shoreline because it was just so much faster. And now I gotta run all the way around it. It is 11:36, so I still have 2 in-game hours before we change time again. Which, because it takes that long to get through, that's why I'm pretty sure that I'm not running into any issues with, like, repeatedly changing time, because I'm changing time and then I'm playing for, like, 30 to 40 minutes. Or at least that's what it feels like. Because, I mean, we've only changed time once this whole stream. We've been on for an hour. Now I just have to awkwardly sit here and run around the lake and monologue the whole time. So, the one thing we did figure out, though, is that the melanistic moose that is next to the bison is older than the bison. So, if my bison hits mature, that melanistic is dead, and we lost our chance to get it. Unfortunately. But, while my bison is still an adult, we will be able to still get that melanistic. Supposedly. But it'll be the easiest to start tracking age once they hit adult, since from then we can kind of confirm how old they are instead of trying to figure out what cycle it was specifically that they showed up on the map as a young. And who knows, I might download a little bit of the stream where we saw the melanistic for the first time. I don't know. And since we're on the YouTube side, does it bother you guys at all that my stream has the purple background and outline and whatever, whereas my videos no longer do? Or did, like, nobody even notice? Because, like, if nobody even noticed, I can absolutely live with that too. Maybe it's just me being weird. Let's see what this says. There were air bubbles in it, so I guess that means that we had a good hit. Let's see. Shot number 1 was outright a double lung. Did we go through it? We had a full pass through with that first hit. Full double lung pass through. Shot number 2 was really high. Straight in. Missed the lung. Into an artery. Shot number 2 was good. Bullet 2 stayed in that second lung. Shot number 3. Cavity damage on the scapula, but hit spine. And then shot number 4, while he was laying down, directly into that sternum. Straight through. Major artery damage again. 3 arteries just back to back to back. And then into a lung. And stayed in that lung. Wow. Okay. So all 3 good hits. Hello? Alright. I'm gonna see if I can't creep up this hill and get maybe a sick deer. Alrighty. I finished my protein shake. Oh, hello? Wait a minute. A different Sitka herd? 3-star mature, 1-star young. Nothing else, really. Isn't it like whitetail or something that if they don't basically immediately become a 2-star mature, they're not gonna hit 5-star, or is that something else? So there's a 3-star mature, a 2-star mature. They all seem pretty a-okay. I don't know much about the Sitka deer to know anything really about the youngs. These guys are too far away for me to really judge. He looks pretty even. I don't even want to mess with him. And until the other guy picks up his head, I'm not gonna know. Yeah, he looks even too. Are either of these guys uneven? He's got a split on each side. They look, if they're not even, now they're even. What about you? You look good too. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with these guys. He knows I'm here too, which is kind of funny, honestly. Yeah, look at him. He looks good. How close can I get with the camera to these guys? I mean, I can get pretty close to this guy. Hey, look at that. Even from behind, he's like perfectly even as a young. I'm just not gonna mess with these ones. That's just it. I'm gonna look at these guys, I guess. I can't tell what's going on with him beyond the bush. This guy has a good side on this side. The other side, yeah, he's even. That's a young. If it's not, it's a... That guy's even. I can't see what's going on with this guy, actually. Just says 1-star young. And you're a 3-star mature. You're a 3-star mature. You are a 2-star mature. Yeah, I'm not messing with any of these. At all. We're just gonna fast travel, move on, and check the other areas. Whew. Okay. I'll let it kind of settle in for us. What time are these guys done? Sort by territory, Alaska moose. Alphabetical. Not until 1 o'clock. It is 12:04. Okay, so they're still gonna be drinking. And outright, if they're not drinking here, which they're not, he's gonna be down that way. So we gotta go. We're gonna run. It's probably not my greatest idea, but at least an idea. I'll probably take a pretty wide berth because I'll be able to spot him from a decent distance. And I should be able to still get like spotting information from a decent distance. As long as I can see him. We're gonna run. Do I need to turn up the music? I don't know. It's freaking rabbits, man. They scare me almost every time because it sounds like I'm about to get trampled. Oh, it's ducks. Okay. There's a couple caribou. There's a 1-star adult. 1-star mature. Alright. Continuing. I wonder if everything in the game is on the same cycle, in the sense that when an age cycle happens, everything is aging up. I don't think that's how I meant to explain that. I mean, like... So... I'd imagine... I just punched the hell out of my mic stand. I would imagine that things can't be on the same age cycle because some things are appearing not because of a natural cycle, but because of the hunter's actions. I hope that makes sense. It made sense in my head. That, like, new animals don't appear everywhere at the same time. New animals appear as things get hunted. Got my elk going up that way. Sitka deer going this way. I think we're gonna just keep running. Because if I spook them like up onto a hillside where I can see them, it'll be a way easier to find them again. We'll just keep going. And if worse comes to worse, I can fast travel back to the campsite if it turns out that they were over there and they just did not render in for me. Excuse me. Because, like, my bison have obviously fled up there. Let's see. I changed this so that way stuff wouldn't pause, so it would be easier to spot movement. Like that you can see the clouds moving. It's a nice touch. A couple of my sick deer, not the moose. Let's say I go back. What then, though? Because when I saw the moose over here, I don't see him over this way. And I mean, this herd I think stands out a lot because it was like my melanistic moose and then like two old commons, so like they were really gray, and like he stood out as like blatantly very, very dark when he was next to him. Like almost in the way that you could see the albino bison from a long way off just because of how badly he stuck out. This moose stuck out really badly in comparison to the other moose with him. And it made him easier to spot. I don't want to change time again. So if I change time again, man, we might lose track of him. I think we'll go look for these guys. Because over here is where I had that zone that had the 3-star mature, 4-star mature reindeer. They're not going to be eating necessarily anymore, but it's worth a shot. Last time I came over here, like, because I came over here, found the reindeer, came over here again, and it was just bison. Ooh, that's a really nice open area for here. I can't even tell if these guys are gonna be here, but we'll try it. Alrighty. No zones here? Nothing. Alright, with the tree cover, we're gonna periscope over it. I don't see any animals at all. Lovely. Alright. What's if we go towards this question mark today? And then finish out stream. Find out if it's, I don't know, a tree stand tower or something. I'm stuck. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, that's just a tree stand. Tower, not tree stand. Tower stand. Nope, wrong button. I always hit C to place these because that's what you use to place them on the map. Everything is moved off the water that's not drinking. There's some mountain goats way over there. I think that's really all that I'm seeing. Just some mountain goats. I can't believe I actually don't see anything else. Alright, well, let's run over here, cross the water with the bridge, go, like, get that tower on the map at least. And then maybe we'll head for those mountain goats. I thought those rocks were like bones for an eating zone, so that's why I whipped my head down. It was not. It was just some rocks. I don't think I've even been along this water yet. We should do that. Come down here and run along the water for a little ways. Get an idea of what we got in the area. But as soon as... yeah, so that's just another hunting tower, is that one over there. We can do this while running. I believe in us. I don't see any zones here. There's something. Yeah, a mountain goat. Rarely. That's fine. They're probably at their often zone further down. At least fairly likely to be the ones that I saw. Keep running. I thought I saw another zone patch. Gray wolf. Mountain goat. Mountain goat. More mountain goats. Yep. Just more little herds and clusters. Roosevelt elk. Okay. What else we got down here? More Roosevelt elk. Gray wolves again. This could be the same... yep, same pack from the last spot. And bison. Okay. This could be the bison herd that I caught down further along the bend. And that one could have been their rare zones. This is how I discover most of my map. I'll walk along water, so if I'm at a pond, I'll walk the whole perimeter. If I'm on a river, I'll just like nose the ground like a bloodhound. Sniffing for zones. That's how I find all my drink zones. And all of my different herds. Sometimes I don't do it often enough though, admittedly. And that's how I end up like ages into playing a map. I'll be like, oh, there's a zone here? Oh, it's a new herd for me too? And then I'm like, man, I feel kind of stupid. Alright, I don't see anything else zone-wise on this side of the water. I'll quick skip to the other side. It's just a rock sitting in the sun. I was like, what in the world? A shiny object. Can you say easily distracted? I sure can. No, not my ankles. Alright, let's pick this up. Yep, a new zone. Get back to the shoreline. Auto walking. Red fox. Very nice. Alaska moose. All kinds of zones. And the only difference was what? 50 feet in a waterfall? Typical. We'll keep running along this. How far does this go? Oh, okay, so I've been on part of this before. I'm like, is this like a whole stream that I just have not been at before? Like, is that what's going on? I do intentionally, like, yeet jump myself across water because I don't like to listen to how loud the splashing is. So. Plus, apparently there are different zones on either side of the water. Hey, more gray wolves. Apparently the last time I was doing this on this body of water, section of water, whatever it was, I was not very thorough with all of the species in the area. There's a mountain goat. I don't see any markers for zones for a bit. Stop and double check what the hunter says. Yeah, I don't see any zones right now. So normally I can identify like the little patches of dirt. This is what they look like. Wood bison. So do I already have this zone? Bison. Bison. I don't know. Yeah. Caribou. There's something new. So I've at least connected back up with where I had been before. Look at all these caribou. These guys drink up at this lake. These guys drink up at this lake. These guys just here. Elk, moose, bison, ox, ox. These guys I only have one zone for. Maybe they drink up here? Or it could be at one of these little lakes I've never been to. I still got exploring to do. It is almost 1 o'clock though, which means it is almost time for us to change time once again. It is 6:27, so I think we're gonna fast travel, change time, check on the bison and only the bison, and then we will be wrapping up. Yep, by the time I get inside, it'll be 1 o'clock. Perfect. Can I? Hello? Hello? There we go. 10 a.m. on the dot. And then we'll interact with this, refill our ammo, switch back to the binoculars. I will say one of the really nice parts about this specific bison that we're waiting to age up is both of his zones are very close together. And a couple of fox. 1-star adult male and then just the female. That right there could be my bison. It's hard to say. Oh. Those moose just rendered in. Can I? So they're both basically right here. There he is. Alright, time to go. Might as well just run since I'm trying to just get where I can spot him. Don't fall. Don't die. Don't break your ankles. I know they're made of glass. Don't break the ankles. My fox are yelling at me. I bet you that's the sound of the moose up here taking off. It might be the fox. Sounds loud enough to be a moose. Even if it is just a fox. Got my little wildlife trails over here for the caribou. I think from the top of this hill, as long as he's within view, we're close enough from here to spot and see if he's an adult. Hey, are you an adult? No. Turd. That could be my mellow right there. I just don't think I can spot them from this far away. That's alright. We are gonna wrap up for the day. Oh, that's all I have. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next time. New videos coming out on Sunday. A video did come out today. I don't know if you saw it, but a video did come out today. And Monday we'll be streaming on Twitch again. That's all I got.